It is time now for me to speak about the presentations that you will need to complete for tomorrow, July 14th, next Monday, July 18th, and Tuesday, July 19th. The instructions are given to you in the document that you can find under assignments on Sakai. Also, it's attached to today's unit in your schedule. Please make sure that you do understand how to complete these assignments so that you will be able to do them properly tomorrow, next Monday, and next Tuesday. I will explain them to you here. Notice that Zeus's lightning bolt is here. That this is one of those occasions where you now have to pay very close attention and make sure you do things correctly so that you will not, first of all, miss an assignment, and second, will complete it accurately so that you'll get the proper grade for it. I'll describe these here briefly. If you have questions, you're welcome to contact me, either on Sakai or by email, and I can go over with you what you need. Also, bear in mind that if at any time you would like to complete a project with me directly, such as in the chat room or on a meeting, I'm more than happy to do that. Just make sure to contact me and give me some notice to be sure that I can set up the time to get online with you if necessary. All right, let's talk about these presentations. So what I want you to imagine, and this is in fact where this assignment came from, is that this is an oral presentation. If this was an actual class in a classroom, these would be being presented to the student body orally. So think of it as if you were delivering it to me in person as opposed to simply writing it. But understand that in fact you are completing the assignment by doing a written process. You don't actually have to deliver it to me or anybody else orally in any way, although of course if anybody wishes to, as I say, to do it with the chat room or the meeting, we might be able to arrange something like that. All right, so with Aeschylus tomorrow and with Sophocles on Monday, what you need to do is select one of the speaking roles in one of the plays that you read. So for tomorrow, it's going to be Aeschylus' 3 plays, Agamemnon, Libation Bearers, and Eumenides. Bear in mind that those are the 3 plays that comprise the trilogy that's referred to us as Oresteia. Make sure not to get confused between Oresteia, which is the trilogy, and those 3 plays, Agamemnon, Libation Bearers, and Eumenides, which are the 3 plays that actually belong to the trilogy. So you're going to do that for Aeschylus on Thursday, July 14th. And then on Monday, you're going to do this, July 18th, for Sophocles. And that's going to be from the 2 plays, Oedipus Rex, or Oedipus Tyrannus, meaning Oedipus the king, and Antigone. Now, in both instances, you're going to select a character, one of the speaking roles, and you're going to do some background research. You can use anything you'd like online. There's also your Apollodorus textbook that may help you as well. You're going to do some background research on what we know about the character besides what's told to us in the tragedy itself. After you do that, then you're going to write up what the tragic playwright does with the character in the play, so that you're going to be noting the way that that character is presented in the play and the way that we should understand that character, because it's conceivable that some things about the character will have been changed, maybe modified slightly, or maybe even very greatly changed from one source to another with these myths. That's what we're interested in doing. So for instance, Agamemnon here is presented as being, or I should say tomorrow, is presented as having been slaughtered by his wife Clytemnestra and his cousin Aegisthus conspiring. But we're told in Homer's Odyssey that Agamemnon there claims that it was Aegisthus alone who murdered him. So apparently the story somewhere along the way was changed or was varied, or some other tradition existed that Aeschylus picked up on. But there's a distinct difference between the way Agamemnon is presented in the Odyssey and the way Agamemnon is presented in the play called Agamemnon by Aeschylus. So that's the kind of thing that you're going to be looking at, is what do we have as background for the character, and then what do we have as to what's actually said about the character, the way he's presented, what he says, what he does, and so on in the play itself. And you're going to be comparing those two things and telling me what the tragic playwright is doing with it, that character. In what way does the character seem more tragic, or how does the story become more tragic because the character is presented that way, and so on. Okay? That's what's going on with those two presentations. Tomorrow, Thursday, July 14th, and then Monday, July 18th. Now, Tuesday, July 19th, we have Euripides' play Medea, which is, by the way, our final play that we're going to read for the Greek unit of this course. Here we're going to imagine Medea on trial. So what you're going to do there is to write a point of view statement about whether you believe Medea's act of killing her children is or is not justifiable. So there's several ways you can do that. You can imagine that you are on a debate team for a student debate. Choose your point of view and make an argument in favor of that point of view. Either, yes, I think Medea's act of killing her children was justifiable, or no, I don't think it was. You can also think of yourself as the attorney in a trial. Think of a Law and Order style trial. So, imagine you're the prosecutor trying to get Medea convicted. Imagine you're the defendant, Medea herself. Or imagine that you're the defense counsel, either one of them speaking on Medea's behalf. So, either try to get her convicted or try to get her acquitted, whichever point of view you pick. In all of these cases, you're welcome to pick whatever you want to, any character you want to. It's perfectly fine if we have many students doing the same characters. That's nothing wrong with that at all. But make sure that you do complete this. Make sure it's in by tomorrow the 14th for Aeschylus, by Monday the 18th for Sophocles, and by Tuesday the 19th for Euripides' Medea. The instructions for how to do it, as I say, are given on that document that's in assignments on Sakai. And as always, please make sure that you use the proper format, that you submit it, if you can, into the Dropbox. And also, as always, please make sure you're keeping track every day of your attendance in the attendance forum so that I know that you have been logging on properly. That should take care of the presentations. Of course, if there are any questions, again, please contact me, but you should be okay with these. And this will take us from tomorrow out to next Tuesday. Okay, well, that wraps up videos for today. Tomorrow we're going to take a look at Aeschylus, and then we're going to start looking at Athenian history as it lines up with these tragic plays that are produced in the 5th century BC. Okay, I'll see you here tomorrow for Aeschylus.